Hello YouTubers, it's Kieran Weller, and today we'll be reviewing yet another Allspark Assembly Challenge Transformer. For this month's Allspark Assembly Challenge, we made the task a little more meaningful, for lack of better words. So, for those of you who don't know who one that is he's like one of the grandfather builders of Lego Transformers. Not saying he's old or anything, it's just like he was one of the original people to create his own universe and whatnot. And his own characters, his own original designs. And it's been about 10 years since he's actually done anything. But he's inspired a lot of us. He was one of the beginning ones that I've watched. That kind of inspired me, and so yeah, this is my version of a Transformer of his, known as Skysurge. I don't remember exactly his backstory. I haven't seen the video in a little while, but he is a Cybertronian jet, as stated in the video, and he's got like these really iconic, sorry, my words don't sound right. He's got these really iconic giant thrusters that really look cool, and what I did with those is I actually gave them a little bit of a accessory to give the name Skysurge a meaning. So I'll show that off really quick. So here he is with his Skysurge in motion, and what I really like is it's just he looks like he's going really fast. I like to fold up the boosters, and it kind of makes it look like it's a special thing that he does. And he just looks like he's moving really fast like that. And also from up here, you can see that I think that I actually got pretty close to what the original looked like. Here's my little stand for it. Just to, it's meh, but it holds him up. I think I got really close to the original one, and I'm quite proud of that. Another thing I'm quite proud of is, personally, IX Rollout IX did Solar Stream, and I personally think, looking at this in robot mode and this mode, they kind of actually look like they could be in the same universe, and that's really cool because we're doing one that is universe. I thought that was a really cool thing. So these little guns, he had that on the original version. I'm gonna set this down because I have like really shaky hands. Sorry about that. He had that on the original version. Now, I did something different with that. I couldn't really get that integrated into his shoulders like he did, but I did give him the guns there. He can have them as his chest guns in his robot mode, but there's something else. Also, one thing to say about the robot mode, it's not exact. I did make some changes, and I'll show those off as I transform them. So, without any further ado, let's get into transformation. Alright, so, right off the bat, one of the first things I like to do, and, by the way, you can see his head right there, but I also thought that was kind of cool. It kind of reminded me kind of like Megatron. You can't really see it from most angles. You couldn't really tell it was his head unless you saw the little blue visor piece, but I kind of think it's kind of cool because he's kind of looking where he's going. So the first thing I like to do is come down here and fold down his head and fold down these two sections there. Then I take these off. Yes, they're guns, they're accessories. They do come off. Unlike the original. The original, they stayed on throughout the whole thing. Sorry, that's one thing I couldn't quite get. So next we take this whole section here, fold it down like so. Now we go to the underside, and these are kind of for when he's not on the stand. They kind of help hold him up, but just to get them out of the way, we fold them up to there, and they kind of make his butt. So Next, the thrusters, just pull them out of the way a little bit. We can bend down the whole cockpit section, and one by one, pull back the legs. Now, one thing is, on the back, he does have anti-set showing. That doesn't bother me too much, but, well, it's Lego. You're gonna have to get used to it. So from here, once you fold that around, that did fall off. It is on one stud, and that's for this. These flip around and collapse into the side. And now there's a pretty cool part right here to get the foot. You untab that, rotate this plate, fold it back, fold this foot up, and slide it over on the bar so it's in the middle. And that gives you the foot and the heel spur, and that is one leg done. Oh, sorry, move that out of the way. Oh, yeah, it comes off when it's up like that, but rotate it around, collapse it. It is Lego. Expect that sometimes. He hasn't been super brittle, it's just I'm on camera. So rotate that plate there, get my big thumb out of the way, and slide that over to the middle, and there we have two legs done. And just like the original, he has the big rocket boots, and I really like that. So oh, by the way, shout out to Student Scissors. He showed me, he was trying to help me come up with a way to do this, and he showed me an idea. I didn't have the pieces to do that, but they really inspired me to get this bit here. Like it just, I don't know what it was. I think it was like a part, and I was like, oh, now I have an idea. So he kind of showed me. So you fold this section up, and that kind of fills in the shoulder there. You fold up the wing, and that brings that makes like the back bit of the shoulder. Now, one thing I didn't do is, unlike the original had these here kind of making shoulder armor. I didn't do that, but I think this is just as cool. So, same as the other side, fold this section out, around, filling in the shoulder, fold this section up. Now we rotate this section around and fold out the hand. And same for this side. Oh, I broke off his shoulder bit there. And I'm moving stuff around. Sorry, that's my phone cord, because this is recording. And I'm completely breaking him as I'm doing this. So sorry. Like I said, shaky hands. So we'll rotate that around. Shaky hands tends to make me break things like this. Not very sturdy with all of my stuff. Fix that. I accidentally put that back on backwards. Or not backwards, but in a different spot. So we got the arms set. Now we take this whole section and fold it around like so. And that's one thing I did differently. Where on the original, this folded up and the head folded up, and then that all spun around, and the windshield ended up here, back on like the back of like the head joint, and the head came up here. But he did have gray on his chest, so I thought, I'd leave it there. It filled out the gray, and it didn't have to move anywhere. So then you fold in these sections like this. And before I do that, I'm going to raise the camera a little bit. Oop. That's a box of dice that I'm putting this on. So, and now for a nice head reveal. There we go, and it just flips up, and I really like how the head looks. It I don't know. I tried to go as original to the thing as I could, and I thought I came out pretty well. So here he is in his robot mode, and he looks great in my opinion. Of course he's gonna look great in my opinion. I built it, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hopefully this is a good tribute to one that is. I personally think it is, but like I said, it's really up to you guys for your own opinions. But yeah, I really especially like his legs. I don't know why, but they seem really cool to me, especially with like the rocket boosters, obviously. And yeah, you're probably wondering what these studs are for. And that's actually so you can take the guns and peg them on to give him his iconic chest cannons from the original. So, if you want to. And then just another thing you could do is break these off. Sorry, they are really tight to the Travis bricks here. And you can put them in his hands. So the original, this is one thing I didn't do yet again. The original, you could take these off and put them there, and they became kind of like rocket fists or whatever, but I didn't do that, just because of how I did the transformation. Anyways, but he's got like, he can have these little guns with like magazines. It looks kind of cool. Me personally, I do like them, yes. They're a cool touch, but they look, or he looks just as good like this. So, Skysurge, I think I did a good job on him. Like I said, what do you guys think? For articulation, I usually don't go over this, but he's got a ball joint here. It's got some good motion. Can go like a full 360 like that. Go in about that much, or out about that much, in about this much, but you can rotate. It does look kind of funny, but you can rotate it like that. He's got elbow joint, front and back. Can rotate. It's also on a ball joint. His hand can go like this. Starts to look a little weird when you do it, but it does have a swivel. So his head can look up really far. It looks a lot better in like a flight mode. I'll show that off in a bit. And because it's on a one stud, you can look side to side somewhat too, which is kind of cool. Moving down, his legs up at the top there are on a ball joint. They can get some good motion. His knee can bend pretty good itself, like so. You can break his knee. It is on a ball joint. The rocket can still move like that. The foot can move like so, and so can the heel spur. So I know this video is becoming really long, but I'm just going to show off one more thing and sign off. So here we go. So here he is in a really, really cool looking flight pose. I really do dig this. I really like how this looks. Sorry for the shaking camera, but oh my goodness, does he look really nice like this. I don't know why, but he really does. Use a close-up on his head with the blue visor there. If it focuses, there we go. Anyway, he looks really good, and I know I said one more thing, but I forgot one of the most iconic things that he did in the video. So here's the last thing that I'm going to show off by far. And I couldn't leave without doing his iconic heroic stance, as one that is said. So I'm going to leave you with this very nice shot of my version of one that is a Skysurge. I hope you like this. I hope even he thinks it is a good tribute. I hope I did you proud, one that is. I hope that you all enjoy the other one that is Allspark Assembly challenges coming out. And I don't remember exactly who is joining. I know that IX Rollout IX and Jacob Moon's Mox have their videos out. Both of them are Solar Stream. Definitely go check them out. They're very good also. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below. And the links to the other Allspark Assembly builders who are participating in this challenge will be in the description down below, so go check them out. And if you want to go see more of my videos, please go do so. I have some content that I think you might like if you're watching this. So anyways, this is Kieran Weller signing off. I'll see you guys in my next video.